this name, sweetness, is really suitable for this. So I heard once from one of our acharyas, they say like Brahma Sangita looks like very philosophical explanation and very deep explanation of opulence of Supreme Lord, and He is above and so on. But he said this is pure Prema Bhakti. Because this Lord Brahma, out of deep realization, he expressed this. With full surrender, after such surrender, after such realization, he got this feeling, transcendental feeling, full of Prema Bhakti. Then he spoke this Brahma Sangita. So now we are reading also here this opulence and sweetness of Lord Krishna. For us, looks very philosophical, but Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he experienced such sweetness. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to speak about this to Sanatana Goswami also, then he also experienced this. He got all these symptoms, ecstatic symptoms, he got this feeling of, bhav, prem, this pure devotion is there, this unlimited devotion is there. So he expressed this. Now when we are hearing, we can think, oh yes, this. But it will come, because this is nature of these transcendental scriptures, they will put benediction of us. Just this question of time, when will be like mango, full of sweetness, ripe mango. We can go more inside. My dear Sanatana, the sweet, attractive, transcendental form of Krishna is so nice. Just try to understand this. Even a fractional understanding of Krishna's beauty can merge all three worlds in the ocean of love. He attracts all living entities with him the three worlds. The transcendental form of Krishna is shown to the world by Lord Krishna's internal spiritual energy, which is transformation of pure goodness. This jewel-like form is most confidential treasure of the devotees. This form is manifested from Krishna's eternal pastimes. The wonderful form of Krishna in his personal figure is so great that it attracts even Krishna to taste his own association. Indeed, Krishna becomes very eager to taste it. Total beauty, knowledge, wealth, strength, fame, and renunciation are the six opulences of Krishna. He is eternally situated in his opulences. Ornaments scarce that body, but the transcendental body of Krishna is so beautiful that it beautifies the ornaments he wears. Therefore, Krishna's body is said to be ornament of ornaments. Enhancing the wonderful beauty of Krishna is the three-curved style of standing. Above all these beautiful features, Krishna's eyes dance and move obliquely, acting like arrows to pierce the minds of Srimati Radharani and the gopis. When the arrow succeeds in hitting its target, their minds become agitated. The beauty of Krishna's body is so attractive that it attracts not only the demigods and other living entities with this material world, but the personalities of the spiritual sky as well, including the Narayanas, who are expansions of Krishna. Krishna's personality. The mind of the Narayanas are thus attracted by the beauty of Krishna's body. In addition, the goddess of fortune, Lakshmis, who are the wives of the Narayana and are women described in the Vedas as most chaste, are also attracted by the wonderful beauty of Krishna. Favoring the gopis, Krishna rides on the chariots of their mind. And just to receive loving service from them, he attracts their mind like Cupid. Therefore, he is also called Madana Mohan, the attractor of Cupid. Cupid has 5 arrows, representing 4 taste, smell, sound, and touch. Krishna is the owner of these 5 arrows, and with his Cupid-like beauty, he conquers the minds of gopis. Though they are very proud of their super excellent beauty, becoming a new Cupid, Krishna attracts their mind and engage in the rasa dance. When Lord Krishna wanders in the forest of Vrindavana with his friends on an equal level, there are innumerable cows grazing. This is another of the Lord's blissful enjoyments. When he plays on his flute, all living entities, including trees, plants, animals, and human beings, tremble and are saturated with jubilation. Tears flow constantly from their eyes. Krishna wears a pearl necklace that appears like a chain of white ducks around his neck. The peacock feather in his hair appears like the rainbow, and his yellow garments appear like lighting in the sky. Krishna appears like newly rising cloud, and the gopis appear like newly grown grains in the field. Constant rains of nectarian pastime fall upon these newly grown grains, and it seems that the gopis are receiving beams of lives from Krishna, exactly as grains receive life from the rains. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is full in all 6 opulences, including his attractive beauty, which engage him in conjugal love with the gopis. Such sweetness is the quintessence of his qualities. Shukadev Goswami, the son of Vyasadeva, he has described this pastime of Krishna throughout Srimad Bhagavatam. Hearing the description, the devotees become mad with love of God. Just as the woman of Mathura exactly describes the fortunes of the gopis of Vrindavana and the transcendental qualities of Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described the different mellows of Krishna and become overwhelmed with ecstatic love. Grasping the hand of Sanatana Goswami, he recited the following verse. He spoke one shloka. What austerities must the gopis have performed? With their eyes, they always drink the nectar of the form of Lord Krishna, which is the essence of loveliness and not to be equal to the surprise. The loveliness is the only abode of beauty, fame, and opulence. It is self-perfect, ever fresh and unique. The bodily beauty of Sri Krishna is like wave in the ocean of eternal youth. In that great ocean is the whirlpool of the awakening of ecstatic love. The vibration of Krishna's flute is like whirlwind, and the flickering minds of the gopis are like straws and dry leaves. After they fell down in the whirlwind, they never rise again, but remain eternally at the lotus feet of Krishna. I think rain start. Thakur, on your balcony is one chair from inside. Did you put in it? Please, it will be too much better. Oh my dear friend, what severe austerities have the gopis performed to drink his transcendental beauty and sweetness through their eyes in complete fulfillment. Thus they glorify their birds, bodies, and minds. The sweetness of Krishna's beauty enjoyed by gopis in unparalleled. Nothing is equal to or greater than such ecstatic sweetness. Even the predominating deities of the Vaikuntha planets, the Narayanas, don't possess such sweetness. Indeed, no one of the incarnation of Krishnas up to Narayana possess such transcendental beauty. The vivid evidence in this regard is that the dearest consort of Narayana, the goddess of fortune, who is worshipped by all chaste women, gave up everything in her desire to enjoy Krishna. Being captivated by his unparalleled sweetness, thus she took a great vow and underwent severe austerities. The quintessence of Krishna's sweet bodily luster is so perfect that there is no perfection above it. He is the immutable mind of all transcendental qualities. In his other manifestation and personal expansion, there is only a partial exhibition of such qualities. We understand all his personally expansion in this way. Both the gopis and Krishna are complete. The gopis' ecstatic love is like mirror that becomes never and never at every moment, becomes newer and newer at every moment, and reflects Krishna's bodily luster and sweetness. Thus competition increases. Since neither giving up, their pastimes become never newer and newer, and both sides constantly increase. The transcendental mellow generated from the delights between the gopis and Krishna cannot be tasted by means of fruitive activities, yogic austerities, speculative knowledge, regulative devotional service, mantra yoga, or meditation. This sweetness can be tasted only through the spontaneous love of a liberated person who chant the holy names with great ecstatic love. This is really the conclusion of everything. Once Sripad Bhakti Tirtha Goswami Maharaj he told, you see, in Shukadev Goswami he was not able to mention Radharani name in Srimad Bhagavatam. If he will speak Radha name, he will not be able to finish this narration of Srimad Bhagavatam. He will be covered with all these ecstatic symptoms just to pronounce her name. But here he said, the transcendental mellows generated from the dealings between the gopis and Krishna cannot be tested and tasted by means of fruitive activity, yogic austerity, speculative knowledge, regulative devotional service, mantra yoga or meditation. This sweetness can be tasted only through the spontaneous love of liberated persons who chant the holy names with great ecstatic love. So once Bhakti Maharaj, he said, you see, he cannot pronounce, but we are chanting Radhe, 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 and we all thinking, we are there and we know something, we heard this and all, but there no taste, there really no taste. But they are so kind to us, they are so merciful to us. They give proper recipe and proper direction, and they are requesting us, please go, enter into it. It is full of sweetness, but your heart, your consciousness have to be completely pure. To taste this, to express this. And once our Guru Maharaj in Pula, we was chanting Kirtan, and there was many Italian devotees, they are very ecstatic and playing Mridanga, boom, boom, boom. We are jumping, the Guru Maharaj says stop. Like this, he was sitting on Vyasasana, he says stop. I was just freshly initiated, maybe 6 months, not even senior, I got initiation. So they was teaching me how to wear dhoti, these like Thakur had dhotis, like this, straight, like that. So when I was jumping, always, this, you can see legs and all these things. Then Guru Maharaj showed me like this, thinking, you even don't know how to dress. Then he told, you don't know how to dress and you are all jumping here like small boys. But you don't know what really Kirtan means. He told to all. He say in the Mahaprabhu time, when the devotee was chanting Kirtan, they was even able to touch by their leaves on the trees. He say they could experience such prema, such this nectar of prema. And he say, if drop of such prema will touch your body will explode. This body is not made to contain this prema. Only soul can contain this prema, because soul is transcendental, Sat Chitananda. So soul can hold this, body not. Is that? So Guru Varga, Guru Parampara, they won't lift us up on that level, that we really experience this, that we come on really pure level. So this pure level is there in the Srimad Bhagavat, and this is measurable. If anyone want to be really sure if he made any development in the spiritual life, he have to go through the measurement of Srimad Bhagavat. There is everything described. So how to taste this highest nectar if we chant Nama Parad, if we are not conscious of all these Nama Paradas, if we have full cover mind with all these unwanted things, anarthas and everything, and still we are proclaiming, yes, Radhe, 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 is that. It is not cheap. You see what Goswamis did. Goswamis, when they went in the forest, they enjoyed so much opulence previously, but they gave up everything. And they did even not accept bhajan kuti. They was living under trees. Such strong austerity and such strong detachment. So it must be some really love, must be two things very parallel. Detachment from this world and attachment for Krishna. These things must be there. And when we are accept these things and we found our position as we are, is there. But on the healthy foundation, we don't want cheap Krishna. We want really Krishna. We want really Radharani. Then our life will be very successful. And it is just question of time when will be realized. That's just question of time. Because we properly take medicine. There one Acharya, he gave one very nice example. I spoke once here. He said, this is like one old lady and one young boy. Both may be sick. They have some issue, both. Then this lady, old lady, she went to doctor, and doctor prescribed the medicine. And he told to her, please take 3 times a day, 2 tablets this and 2 tablets of this and that, and he gave full description to her. She became very serious. She knows, oh, I must be disciplined, I must take this. Out of life experience, she became disciplined and everything. But maybe some weakness is there, and she have grandson or somebody who will help her. Then somebody will be with her to support her. But young boy, he take once, and he said, maybe today I feel better, tomorrow I will not need this. This is case with us, you know. If we want really truth, we have to be disciplined like old lady. We know this medicine is working, and we have to just take. We should not ignore this. So if it's our sadhana not regulated, if it's our life not regulated, what we expect? What we expect? You know, everyone can speak whatever want. Oh yes, I have direct link with Krishna, this is my Radharani, my Krishna, my Gopi, all are there. Yes, I am full into it. I know what is Bhakti, what is Prema. But life, mundane life, so much attachment, so much this greed and all these things in the heart. Heart is full of all these, you know, enemies there. But they are proudly speaking, yes, this is my Radha, my Krishna, I'm born in Vrindavan, I know all these things. But there is Kama, Krodha, Lobha, all these things is there in full blooming, you know. This is not like that. All sincere, like here, he say, and we have to really be conscious of that. He say, this sweetness can be tasted only through the spontaneous love of liberated person who chant the holy names with great ecstatic love. You see, this is given to us, and we have to come on that level. And it is possible. And it will happen, 100%. But we have to be disciplined like this lady. We have to really be disciplined with fully conscious of this. And things will come. If we ignore all these things, and if we think it will come, no problem, they are very merciful. Yes, they are very merciful. But they cannot force you. But they want, why is Srimati Radharani putting so much troubles in our lives? To purify us. And she is dealing with all our sadhana. But just for our purification. She giving the highest nectarian goal, everything pure, prema, bhakti, but she want to purify us. This on same chair cannot sit this kama and pure love. They cannot sit together. We have to be conscious of it. Really, then one have to go out of this. And if you are fortunate, then all these unwanted things will be chased away. So if you read this Mana Shiksha from Raghunath Das Goswami, there is in the 7th shloka, this is described. This Kanaka Kamini Pratishta, it is described there. So Kanaka and Kamini are very visible. You can see this like, then he say, this Pratishta, it is last bite of Maya, very powerful bite of Maya. You know, when she is biting very, you know, strongly. But how this could be, and how, with whom is it compared? What is description of this Pratishta? Pratishta is described in that shloka. It is like unchaste woman, what is worse than dog eater. And she is like prostitute who is dancing in our heart. And how she could be chased away? Only by Prabhudaita, means general, who is very dear to Mahaprabhu, who is very powerful, who can kick her out. Otherwise it would not be possible. to be kicked out. This is Pratishta. You see how much we have to go and go up to come on that point. There is so many enemies come across the Lord Matsarya. It still is that they are all together attacking this our heart. Fully our heart is like in the prison house from all these things. Mind dirigate all these things. But when all this become by the mercy of sadhana, by the mercy of Guru, by the mercy of Holy Name can destroy everything. Guru Maharaj say, what Holy Name can destroy in one stroke, you cannot commit sins in billions of lives. Just in one stroke, what Harinam can destroy, all these things. By the mercy of sadhana bhakti, by the mercy of Guru, Vaishnava, all things will be go. And still they are, if you see devotees, they are really many of them are really free of all these things. You see, this is the mercy of sadhana. Many become free more and more and more and more. It is not like ordinary people. Srila Bhakti Vallabhdev Maharaj, he gave one example. This bite of kama, krodha, lobha, moha in the heart of the devotee, it is like fan. When his fan is working fully, when you switch him off, is there still moving, but is inertia. It is not electricity there, because it is already moving. When you switch him off, just like inertia is moving, is there. Similarly, devotees, they have no taste anymore for that. They have no feeling for that, but still some past is there and this is behind, like some inertia. But they always crying, oh Gurudev, I don't want this. I really not feel any taste to commit all these things, to experience all these things. Maybe it is something from past life. Please Guru Maharaj help me. Please excuse me for my aparadha, excuse me for my offenses, excuse me for everything. So devotees are safe from all these things. Although could be some tray of that or something, but will not be in full power like ordinary people. So we are very fortunate because this is mercy of Bhakti Devi. This is mercy of Gurudev. And Bhakti Devi want to take us through all these difficulties and really put, to give this pure devotion, to manifest in the heart fully. Bhakti Devi, she won't really sit on the throne of our heart. And it is possible, everything is there. We just have to follow recipe, nothing else. And not take cheaply, like he told here. Only experienced by those who are purely chanting Holy Name. And we want to come on that level. And it is possible, and it will come. Not really misunderstand all these things. I will do something and everything will happen like that. Surely. Something to say? I don't know.
Said everything.
Please excuse me. It is something to add.
You have to be patient.
Yes, and it will come. Surely it will come. So Shloka says, such ecstatic transaction between Krishna and the gopis are possible only in Vrindavan, which is full of the opulence of transcendental love. The form of Krishna is the original source of all transcendental qualities. It is like mine of gems. The opulences belonging to the personal expansion of Krishna are to be understood to be bestowed by Krishna. Therefore, Krishna is the original source and shelter of everyone. Beauty, humility, mercy, merit, patience, and expert intelligence are all manifested in Krishna. besides these, Krishna has other qualities like good behavior, mildness, and magnanimity. He also performs welfare activities for the whole world. All these qualities are not visible in expansion like Narayana. Purport: Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentioned that the qualities of beauty, humility, mercy, merit, patience, and expert intelligence are brilliant qualities. And when they are exhibited in the person of Narayana, one should know that they are bestowed upon Narayana by Krishna. Good behavior and magnanimity are found only in Krishna. Only Krishna performs welfare activities for the whole world. After seeing Krishna, various people criticize the blinking of their eyes. In Vrindavana especially, all the gopis criticize Lord Brahma because of this defect in the eyes. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recites some verses from Srimad Bhagavatam and explain them mildly, thus enjoying the taste of transcendental sweetness with great happiness. All men and women were accustomed to enjoying the beauty of the shining face of Lord Krishna, as well as his shark-shaped earrings swinging on his ears. His beautiful figure, his cheeks, and his playful smiles all combined to form a constant festival for the eyes. And the blinking of the eyes become obstacle that impeded one from seeing the beauty. For this reason, man and woman become very angry at the Creator of Lord Brahma. O Krishna, when you go to the forest during the day and we don't see your sweet face, which is surrounded by beautiful curly hair, half a second become as long as an entire age for us. And we consider the Creator who has put eyelids on the eyes we use for seeing you to be simply a fool. This verse was spoken by gopis in Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is identical with the Vedic hymn known as Kama Gayatri, which is composed of 24 and half syllables. Those syllables are compared to moons that rise in Krishna. Thus, all three worlds are filled with desire. The face of Krishna is the king of all moons, and the body of Krishna is the throne. Thus, the king governs a society of moons. Purport: Krishna's face is considered the king of moons, and his body is considered the throne. All the other Chandras, moons, are considered to be subordinate moons. His left cheek is a moon, and his right cheek is a moon. His forehead is considered a half moon. The spot of sandalwood balm on his forehead is considered a moon, and his fingernails and toe nails are also different moons. Krishna has two cheeks that shine like glowing gems. Both are considered full moons. His forehead is considered a half moon, and the spot of sandalwood there is considered a full moon. His fingernails are many full moons, and they dance on the flute is in his hands. Their songs is the melody of that flute. His toenails are also many full moons, and they are danced on the ground. Their song is the jingling of his ankle bells. Krishna's face is the enjoyer king. That full moon face makes his shark-shaped earrings and lotus eyes dance. His eyebrows are like bows, and his eyes are like arrows. His ears are fixed on the string of that bow, and when his eyes spread to his ears, he pierces the hearts of gopis. The dancing figure of his face surpass all other full moons and expand the marketplace of full moons. Although priceless, the nectar of Krishna's face is distributed to everyone. Some purchase the moon rays of his sweet smiles. Some purchase the moon rays on his sweet smiles, and others purchase the nectar of his lips. Thus he pleases everyone. Krishna has two reddish, widely spread eyes. They are ministers of the king, and they subdue the pride of Cupid, who also has beautiful eyes. The face of Govinda, which is full of happiness, is the home of the pastimes of beauty, and it is very pleasing to everyone's eyes. If by devotional service one gets the result of pious activities and sees Lord Krishna's face, then he can relish with only two eyes. His greed and thirst increase twofold by seeing the nectarian face of Krishna. Due to his inability to sufficiently drink that nectar, he becomes very unhappy and criticizes the Creator of not having given more than two eyes. When we will come on that level? When we will really experience all these things? No. I told yesterday, and just to repeat and remind, once our Guru Maharaj in Italy, he asked a question: what is the result of chanting holy name? What is the result? So Maharaj 33 seconds. Then he told, what is the result of chanting holy name? Then many give some, explanation. Prema, bhava, pure love, this and that, so many. Chanting more Harinam, and Guru Maharaj said no. What is the result of chanting of holy name? He said, face to face. To see Krishna face to face. Once you see him, you will forget all this material world. So this is gold. We cannot just dryly chant. And he won't, this is gold. You come and in touch with reality. Once you touch reality, you have nothing anymore with this material world. Is that? Like all of them, what we reading here, what he wrote is that, they are cursing Brahma, why he make such eyes and why he made such body and so on, because they cannot relish fully how much is sweet Krishna. They are drink, this beauty of Krishna constantly, all the time they are thirsty just to drink. They cannot stop even a fraction of second to look and relish his beauty. And this attracting us. It is in us, and we have to only, come on that level. And it is not difficult. By the grace of realized soul, we will come on that level. Now we have to stop here. Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Guru Maharaj, Shri Muni Maharaj, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Shri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Shri Prabhupada Ji ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Nitai